Hey there, Money Loop family. Don't forget to subscribe for smarter financial success. Let's dive into today's money strategy. What if I told you the single most powerful force in your financial life isn't your job, your budget, or even how much you save? What if it's a simple concept you probably glanced over in a math class and then totally forgot? You've likely heard it thrown around, maybe even tied to names like Albert Einstein. But it's easy to dismiss it as something for Wall Street pros or math geniuses. The thing is, this force is working right now, for or against you, in your bank account, on your credit card statement, and inside your retirement fund. It's the hidden engine that determines whether you build wealth almost on autopilot or get stuck in a debt cycle that feels impossible to break. So, forget the dusty textbooks and boring formulas. Today, we're pulling back the curtain to show you how this all works in the real world, for real people. And by the end of this, you won't just get it, you'll know how to make it the MVP of your financial team. Does this sound about right? You work hard, you pay your bills, you try to tuck a little money away, but it feels like you're on a financial hamster wheel. You're running and running, but you're not getting anywhere. Your savings account inches up, while your loan balances seem to have a mind of their own. And let's be honest about debt for a second. That credit card balance? You pay the minimum, maybe a little extra, but the next month, it's like you did nothing. It's a weight that only gets heavier, a kind of financial quicksand where the more you struggle, the deeper you sink. With average credit card interest rates for new offers soaring past 24%, this isn't just a feeling. It's a mathematical trap. Someone with a $5,000 balance making only minimum payments could take over 17 years to pay it off, throwing away nearly $9,000 in interest alone. That's almost double what they originally borrowed. It's a quiet crisis unfolding in millions of homes. People aren't being buried by what they spend, but by the interest that piles on top of the interest. This invisible drag is why so many of us feel like we can never get ahead, and why retirement feels more like a fantasy than a real destination. You're playing a game where the rules are working against you, but nobody ever bothered to explain them. Until now. The force behind this struggle has a name. And it's the exact same force that can set you free. The secret we're talking about is compound interest. Simply put, it's interest earning interest. It's the definition of exponential growth. When your money earns interest, that little bit gets added to your original pile. The next time interest is calculated, it's on that new, bigger pile. Think of it like a snowball. At the top of a hill, it's tiny. But as it starts rolling, it picks up more snow, getting bigger. As it gets bigger, its surface area grows, so it picks up even more snow with every single turn. Before long, that little snowball becomes a massive, unstoppable force. Simple interest, on the other hand, is like getting a light dusting of snow every year on a snowball that never rolls. It's predictable, it's slow, and it's never going to build momentum. A $1,000 investment earning 5% simple interest gets you $50 a year every year. After 2 years, you have $1,100. With compound interest, that first year you get $50, making your total $1,050. But the next year, you earn 5% on the whole $1,050, which is $52.50. It seems like a tiny difference, but that's where the magic starts. This force is a double-edged sword. It can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. It all comes down to which side of the deal you're on, whether you're earning it or paying it. Getting on the right side of that equation is the single most important financial decision you can make. Let's start with the good news. When you get compound interest on your team, it's the most powerful wealth building tool you have. And the main ingredient it needs to work its magic is time. Let me tell you a quick story about two friends, Sarah, the early bird, and John, the procrastinator. Sarah starts investing at age 25. She puts $200 a month into a standard investment fund that earns an average of 8% a year. She does this consistently for 42 years until she retires at 67. Her friend John has the same plan. He uses the exact same fund with the same 8% return and invests the same $200 a month. The only difference? He waits just 10 years to get started, at age 35. He invests for 32 years and retires at the same age. Now, over his lifetime, John invested a total of $76,800. Sarah, starting earlier, invested $100,800. So she put in about $24,000 more than John. You'd think her final balance would be about $24,000 bigger, right? Not even close. When they both turn 67, John, the procrastinator, has a very healthy retirement fund of over $349,000. Not bad at all. But Sarah? That extra decade she gave her money to grow changed everything. Her account isn't just a little bigger. It's worth over $777,000. That's more than double what John has, just because she started 10 years earlier. That staggering difference is the magic of compounding. Those first 10 years were when her snowball was at its smallest, but they were the most critical. They built a powerful base that then grew exponentially for the next 30 years. This is why financial experts are always yelling about starting early. It's not about skipping coffee. It's about understanding that time is even more valuable than the amount of money you start with. This principle is the engine behind your 401k, IRA, and any other long-term investment. If the light bulb is starting to go on and you're seeing the potential here, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Because what's coming next is the other side of the coin, the one that could be secretly costing you a fortune. We've seen what happens when compound interest works for you. Now let's talk about when it works against you. If your investments are a snowball rolling down a hill building your wealth, high interest debt is a snowball chasing you up the hill. And with credit cards, that snowball gets bigger every single day. Most credit card companies compound interest daily. That means every day, a tiny bit of interest is added to your balance, and the very next day, you're charged interest on that new, slightly larger balance. It's a brutal cycle. With average rates on new cards at a staggering 24.35%, even a small balance can explode. Remember that person with $5,000 in debt? In just the first year of making payments, more than $1,200 can be completely wiped out by interest, while only about $500 goes toward paying down the actual debt. It's like trying to shovel your driveway during a blizzard. This is also true for other loans. Some student loans, for example, compound interest while you're still in school. So before you've even made your first payment, the amount you owe has already grown. You start your career already on the back foot. When you're in debt, compound interest is working for your creditors. It's building their wealth, not yours. This is the single biggest reason to get aggressive about paying down high-interest debt. Every dollar you throw at it isn't just a dollar paid off. It's a guaranteed, risk-free return on your money. Paying off a 24% interest credit card is the same as earning a 24% return on your investment, tax-free. You literally cannot beat that anywhere. So, how do we put this all together for a secure retirement? The entire game of retirement planning comes down to this. Make compound interest work harder for you in your investments than it works against you in your debts. That's it. That's the whole strategy. Surveys show many people believe they'll need over $1 million to retire. That number can feel like trying to climb Mount Everest. But with compound interest as your climbing partner, the trek becomes manageable. Let's look at a $1.25 million goal, assuming a 7% return. If you start saving at age 20, you'd need to invest about $330 a month to get there by 65. If you wait until 30, that number more than doubles to around $700 a month. If you wait until 40, you're looking at over $1,500 every single month. And if you wait until 50, you'd have to find almost $4,000 a month to hit the same goal. It's the same lesson from Sarah and John. Winning with money isn't about being a stock market genius or having a massive salary. It's about starting. It's about being consistent. It's about giving your money the one thing it needs most: time. Look, compound interest is a force of nature, just like gravity. It's always on. It doesn't care if you're rich or poor, or whether you get how it works. It only responds to two things: a rate of return and time. You have the power to decide which side of that force you want to be on. You can let it work against you, slowly dragging you down with debt, or you can harness it to build a future where your money works for you, not the other way around. The best time to start was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. Don't be John. Be Sarah. Don't let the size of the goal paralyze you. The power of compounding means that small, consistent actions create extraordinary results down the road. So here's a challenge. Do one thing in the next 24 hours. If you have a 401k at work, log in and bump your contribution up by just 1%. You'll barely feel it. If you have credit card debt, schedule one extra payment, even a small one, on your highest interest card. Just take one step to get your snowball rolling down the right hill. If you are finally ready to take control and make this force your ultimate ally, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. In our next video, we're going to break down the best types of accounts to open to put all of this into overdrive. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching Money Loop. If you found this helpful, like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe for weekly AI-powered money tips. Thumbs up, likes, speech balloon comments, bell subscriptions.